At what age should you have the talk with your child? How old should a child be when you teach them the facts of life? 12? 9? How about 4?
It is one of life's most important questions. I really think it ought to be a parent that's guiding their child through that understanding.
Dr. Jillian Roberts is a child psychologist and teaches at the University of Victoria. She's written a book called Where Do Babies Come From? Our First Talk About Birth, written for children 4 to 8 years old.
It used to be 9. That used to be sort of like the rule of thumb was we would want to begin having conversations before puberty. But now 9 is way too late. Like there's way too much information coming to children.
4 to 8 years of age seems kinda young for sex education, doesn't it? But a study published in the UK stated that over 85% of children got their knowledge of sex from a source other than a parent or a teacher. So where are they getting their knowledge from?
Once mobile devices got into children's hands and everywhere you go there's like Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, it changed. And all of a sudden the types of things children were sharing with me in counseling sessions, like the theme of what they were talking about with me changed. With the new internet age and children getting information so much earlier than before, how do we keep them safe and how do we make sure they get good information?
Because we can't stop the flow of information, Dr. Roberts believes it's vital that parents create a healthy foundation as early as possible.
I don't think we can let the conversation just occur by happenstance anymore. I don't think we can leave it to just before puberty, which is what we used to suggest. I think parents really need to jump in there and give the children the information they believe their children need, and to make it really clear to a child that it's okay for them to take whatever question they might have to their parent first, you know, not to some other source. And so if later on a child hears something from a friend or they stumble upon something online, they already know they can go to their parents to talk about it because they've been talking about it with their parent all along. Children are very curious about babies and where they came from and how they eat, and you know, their children are fascinated with babies. So sexuality is private, but it's also very public, and it's also very wholesome and very natural.
And if you can't get your child to put down that iPad or smartphone to read about how natural sex is, there's an app for that. Dr. Roberts also created an application called The Facts of Life. In Victoria, I'm Dan Kahan.